Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Sports Talk. Today is March 2, 2024. Yes. Um, it's been it's been an interesting time. Of course, I apologize for the absence of the show last week. Um, it was a situation that was um, beyond me, and I wasn't able to be here last week. But we move, right? We move. I hope you guys have been staying in tuned with what is happening in the sporting world. And if you have not, no fear. I'll catch you up. If you want to join in the conversation, feel free to WhatsApp at 876-997-3125. Or, yes, you can call us. So 876-968-8327 and 876-968-8328. And good afternoon to those who have joined us on Facebook and YouTube. And if you'd like to see me, because you haven't seen me since about 2 weeks ago, you can join the live at Love 101 FM Jamaica. And that's on Facebook and on YouTube. So it's good to be here. Lots and lots of things have happened, of course, since I wasn't able to be here last week. So it's, for me, this show for me is very, I would say, solemn. Of course, last week, Friday, into early last week, Saturday morning, we would have heard that we've lost one of what, in my estimation, one of the best track and field analysts in the world, Mr. Hubert Lawrence. And I'll spend the last probably few minutes of this show dedicating and giving some thoughts, or giving my thoughts on Hubert's work and just what I think. Also coming up, the World Indoor Championships that's currently going on in Glasgow, Scotland. So we will also speak about the Jamaica performance. Jamaica already has secured 2 bronze medals at that championships going on. We'll also talk about the Carifta trials. Some big names missing from the Carifta trials, but we had some interesting races last night in the 100 meters, and some of the team members in terms of field events have been named based on their performance yesterday. And then we talk about what is to come. Of course, in terms of the World Indoor Championships, Day 2 afternoon session is coming up just after we end here on Sports Talk. So we'll talk about the Jamaican performances overall so far, and we'll talk about those to look forward to in the time coming up. So that would be a little after 2 p.m. As I said, lots of things happen in the sporting world now, the track and field season. And I know most Jamaicans love track and field. So the track and field season is now almost in full gear. And so we look forward to the great performances that will come. But of course, we still keep you posted on the other sporting activities that are happening. So stay tuned for that. And, we do this every Saturday between the hours of 1 to 2 p.m. And if for any reason you did not get to watch this week's show, you can always go back onto Facebook and YouTube and watch. And also you can download the Love 101 FM app in the App Store or the Google Play Store. And you'll be able to just go on the Sports Talk log, and then you'll see the playlist, and then you'll be able to catch up on the show that you would have missed. So, of course, as we do every week, we start with our sports highlights. All right, all right. So we start off our sports highlights with, of course, the Jamaica Premier League. As we do every week, we give you the results of what happened last week in the Premier League and what is to come for the teams this week. So we'll go to those results now, and we'll start with the games played on Sunday. All right, so on Sunday, Malines United, they were defeated 4-2 by Dumbeholden. Waterhouse, they defeated Humber Lion 5-1. Mount Pleasant and Montego Bay, they played to a 1-all draw. Vere defeated Limehall Academy 6-2. Tivoli Gardens and Portmore United, they played to a 0-all draw. And later down in the week, we had Treasure Beach, and that was on Wednesday. Treasure Beach defeating Harborview United 2-1. And then we're going to go to the games that are going to come up this in terms of tomorrow and Sunday in terms of the Jamaica Premier League. So we'll go to those as well. All right, so tomorrow, Vere United, they will take on Arnett Gardens. Limehall Academy, they will play Malines United. Waterhouse, they will play Mount Pleasant. Portmore United, they will play Montego Bay United. Treasure Beach, they will play Tivoli Gardens. And in the Monday evening or Monday afternoon to Monday night football, Cavalier will take on Humber Lion, and Dumbeholden, they will take on Harborview. And of course, we will look at the point standings after match week 20. Leading the point standings, still Cavalier leading on 43 points, same as Mount Pleasant. They're in second on 43 points, with Cavalier having a better goal difference. Portmore United, they're right behind in third. They're on 40 points. And Tivoli Gardens, they're in fourth, still in close proximity on 38 points. Now, for the bottom of the table, we still have the newcomers to the season, the two newcomers, Treasure Beach. They're currently on 12 points, and Limehall Academy, they're in 14th place on 7 points. So that's what's happening in the Jamaica Premier League. And of course, we keep you posted on what's happening in terms of, so coming up this week, as I said, I would have given them matches for match week 21. All right, further afield, we'll look to what's happening in the English Premier League. And we had some matches happening this morning in the English Premier League. So we'll tell you shortly who played this morning and what were the results. And of course, the matches to look forward to for next week or for tomorrow next week. All right. All right, so this morning, Chelsea and Brentford, they played to a 2-all draw. West Ham defeated Everton 3-1. Fulham, they defeated Brighton 3-0. Newcastle defeated Wolves 3-0. Liverpool, they defeated Nottingham Forest 1-0. Tottenham, they defeated Crystal Palace 3-1. And currently going on, it's Aston Villa leading Luton, and the score is currently Aston Villa 1, Luton 0. And of course, we'll just give you quickly the point standings happening there in the English Premier League, Liverpool, they still lead, and they're on 63 points. Manchester City, they're in second on 59 points. Arsenal, they're in third on 58 points. And Aston Villa currently on 55 points in fourth. In terms of the teams that are currently in relegation, Luton, they're currently in 18th place on 20 points. Burnley, they're currently in 19th place on 13 points, same points as Sheffield United, but a better goal difference. Sheffield United also on 13 points in 20th place. And just updated, Aston Villa is now leading Luton Town 2-0 with an assist from our own local player, Leon Bailey. All right, so that's what's happening in the English Premier League. And of course, earlier this week, the under 19, or should I say the schoolboy ISA hockey competitions began this week. And as I had promised, we're gonna also look at the sports that are not necessarily, dominant, those sports that we don't really talk about a lot. We'll talk about them. And so I will take you through the results of the matches that took place in the ISA under 19 hockey competition, both on the girls and boys side. All right, so these matches were from Wednesday, match day 1. St. Andrew High School defeated Denby 1-0. On the boys section, Jamaica College, they defeated Denby High 4-0. Back to the girls, Mulgrove defeated St. Hugh's 2-0, and Kingston College and Excelsior played to a 0-0 draw. And then later down in the week, we also had another set of matches, and that would have been on match day 2, which would have taken place on Thursday. Monroe College, they defeated Clancarthy 4-0. The Immaculate Conception, they defeated the Queens 4-0. And York Castle and Wilmer's Boys, they played to a 1-1 draw. And in yesterday's matches, Denby High defeated St. Hugh's High 7-0. And Kingston College and Denby High played to a 0-0 draw. So we will be keeping you posted as the matches go on. As I said, the ISA under 19 competition, it just started on Wednesday, and so we will keep you posted as what is happening in the competition, and just to let you know, again, one of the sports that we'll be highlighting the sports that we don't really talk about, or not what I would call a dominant sport in Jamaica. So we're going to take a break on Sports Talk, and we're going to come back with some more highlights. And of course, the last half an hour of this broadcast will be dedicated to track and field. And of course, at the end of the show, I'll do a special tribute to Hubert Lawrence. We'll be right back.
Come here, Lizzie. We have to leave now, but I'm so glad I can carry my Love 101 FM with me anywhere me go.
How you do that?
What do you mean? I have the Love 101 FM app on my phone, so no matter wherever support me go, I just click on the app and props, my Love 101 is right here with me on my iPhone.
But after me not have iPhone, so how me I go here?
Simply go to your Play Store on your Android phone. Search for Love 101 FM. The red app with the Love 101 logo will show up, and you just download it. Even my friend in New York did a listen Love the other day. Clear in New York, my dear. And you know how him did a listen?
Let me guess.
Pan the Love 101 FM app.
All right then, all right. Me I go download it so I can have love with me to anywhere me go. Have you downloaded the Love 101 FM app? Take Love 101 FM with you anywhere and listen anytime via the Love 101 app. Available in your Play Store for Android phones and on your iPhone in the App Store. Love 101 FM. We are here, there, and everywhere. The family station.
Love 101. The family station.
Chances are you're sitting in your car right now, or even a taxi, and you're stuck in traffic. But if you had a Flow prepaid plan, you would have unlimited data for navigation apps so you could avoid much of the traffic and find a better way. So you would avoid bad driving Bobby to your right, who is boring into your lane, and singing Sasha, who doesn't realize everyone can see her. Now, Flow's unlimited social and talk prepaid plans come with unlimited data for navigation apps and more TikTok data and any use data. Get a 7-day Flow prepaid plan for only $950. Get your plan. Download the Top Up Flow app. Conditions apply.
And he knows my name.
Here is your opportunity to connect with someone who will listen, pray, and give guidance. It's the Ministry of Counseling and Prayer of the Edgewater Baptist Church. Please call 876-220-6474 or 876-332-7956. Weekdays between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Please talk to someone if you're finding it particularly challenging to cope during this period of crisis. Someone is waiting for your call. Please reach out today, 876-220-6474 or 876-332-7956. It's the telephone counseling and prayer ministry of the Edgewater Baptist Church. A reminder that somebody cares. Endorsed by Love 101.
When I come to the end of myself, Father, carry me.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Sports Talk on the family station Love 101 FM, and we continue Sports Talk with our highlights. All right, continuing our highlights, of course, highlighting another sport that is not so popular, but last night in Las Vegas, at the Nitrous Cross Rally, our own Fraser McConnell, he won his race last night. So that would be his first win in terms of the road racing. And so we wish him all the best in this Nitro Cross Rally series. And of course, we'll keep you updated as it relates to Fraser's other progress as he goes around different parts of the USA and of course in Europe to race. Of course, the NBA is still going on, so we'll give you the results of last night's matches in the NBA. The Cavaliers, they defeated the Pistons 110-100. The 76ers, they defeated the Hornets 121-114. Celtics defeated the Mavericks 138-110. Warriors, they defeated the Raptors 120-105. The Trailblazers, they defeated the Grizzlies 122-92. The Kings, they defeated the Timberwolves 124-120. The Pelicans, they defeated the Pacers 129-102. Bucks defeated Bulls 113-97. And the Clippers, they defeated the Wizards 140 to 115. And of course, with that, I'll also give you the point standings as it relates to the NBA. And I think I will just take probably the first two or first four from each conference. All right. So in the Eastern Conference, and this is after an average of about 60 games played by the teams, the Celtics, they're currently leading the Eastern Conference on 59 points. Yes, if I'm seeing right. Right. So let's do this. The Celtics, they're currently leading the Eastern Conference. The Cavaliers, they're in second. The Bucks, they're in third. And the Knicks, they're in fourth. And in the Western Conference, it's been led by the Timberwolves. In second place, you have the Thunder, and then you have Denver Nuggets and Los Angeles Clippers. Of course, what these teams are really playing for is a spot in the playoffs. So that usually happens. So the top 8 teams in each conference, they will qualify for the playoffs, and then the teams in the top 6 teams, they'll qualify for the playoffs. And the teams ranked 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th in each conference will play a qualification for the playoffs. And the top 2 teams from those 4 teams will be the teams that will also take part in the playoffs. So interesting days ahead. In the NBA, things are warming up. Playoffs will soon begin. And of course, we'll keep you posted right here on Sports Talk and what is happening with superstars shining, with superstars not shining. There are some teams suffering from injuries and just quite a lot going on. But yeah, that's happening, and that is really sports. Anything can happen, anything will happen, and so we just keep our athletes in mind, and so as they take part as a part of their entertainment. Yeah, and remember that for them, this is their job, this is what they do full time. So yeah. All right, so we'll go a little into what, just before we go to our second break, we'll go into what is happening at the Carifta Games, and that is the Jamaica Carifta Trials in qualification for the Carifta Games. And last night, I heard there were some, well, not heard, but saw also that there were some fast times in qualification round. And of course, in the afternoon session or evening session at the Carifta Trials yesterday, we were also able to choose, or based on the results, persons would have been chosen to represent Jamaica or qualified to represent Jamaica. Now, the ISA Boys and Girls Championships will be coming up soon, and we pray and hope that these athletes who would have been at the Carifta Trials, that they will stay fit until the Carifta Games, which will come up on the Easter weekend. And this year, the Carifta Games will take place in the Spice Island of Grenada. All right, so let's go through some of the results from yesterday as it relates to the 400 meters, and I will tell you whether it's under 17 or under 19 boys or girls. So we'll start with the under 17 qualifiers. In the 400 meter for under 17 girls, leading the way in qualification was Nastasia Fletcher of Hydel in a time of 55.46 seconds. Britannia Bailey of Homotech, she was the second best qualifier in 55.59. Trisha Lee Sutherland from Clarendon College, she's third best qualifier in 56.07 seconds. And Kevinia Bourne from Port Antonio was the fourth best qualifier in 56.02. Of course, the top 8 qualifiers from the preliminary round will advance to the finals. And so we'll give you the top 4 in each of these categories that we will list. In the boys under 17, Paul Henry from Fogo Road, he leads the qualifiers into the finals in a time of 48.58 seconds. Second is Zachary Rowe from Arden High School in a time of 49.19 seconds. Third best qualifier, Nicoy Bramwell from Calabar in a time of 49.63 seconds. And the fourth best qualifier is Derice Brooks from Alphonsus Davis in a time of 49.31 seconds. In the under 20 for girls, top 4 qualifiers heading into the finals. Shanique Williams from St. Elizabeth Technical High in a time of 54.09 seconds. Second best qualifier, Abigail Campbell, Hydel Group of Schools in 54.42 seconds. Third best qualifier, Kellyanne Carr from Edwin Allen in a time of 54.69 seconds. And the fourth best qualifier going into the under 20 400 meter is Chriselle Hulong of St. Jago in a time of 55.37 seconds. And of course, because, you know, we're so talented in Jamaica and we attract athletes from right across the Caribbean, what Jamaica has done at their character trials is to what they call include an international preliminary. So we give the athletes from the smaller islands who are living currently in Jamaica and participating or who attend high school in Jamaica, we give them a chance to also qualify for the Carifta Games. And so, you know, they in all the events we do, or in most of the track events, we do have an international segment where those students are able to qualify for. All right. In the boys under 20, the top 4 qualifiers going into the final. Zachary Wallace, he's of Magoti High. He goes in with a time of 47.59 seconds. Second is Marcinio Rose of Kingston College. He goes into the final with a time of 47.65 seconds. Third best going into the finals is Javon Pinnock, and he's from the New Era Track Club with a time of 47.80 seconds. And fourth best going into the finals, and that's a 400 meter under 20, is DeMarco Bennett, or rather it's Omari Robinson of Jamaica College in a time of 48.16 seconds. All right, and then we also had qualification in the 1500 meters, and I'll stick to the sprint, so I'll tell you the qualifiers in the under 20. And of course, we're only doing the top 4. The top 4 qualifiers in the under 17 girls 100 meter, Natrice East from Wilmer's High School in a time of 11.75 seconds. Second was, in terms of qualification, Adora Campbell from St. Jago High School. She goes in with a time of 11.82 seconds. Pashana Lee Blake from Heidel Group of Schools, 11.83 seconds. And fourth best qualifier going into the under 17 100 meter finals is Malia Duncan of St. Jago High in a time of 11.75 seconds. For the under 17 boys, top 4 qualifiers again going into the finals. Nyrone Wade of Kingston College in a time of 10.46 seconds. Second best, Malika Nugent from Excelsior High School with a time of 10.70 seconds. Then you have Detarje Morgan from St. Jago. He goes in with a time of 10.71 seconds. And Thomas Daly, fourth best qualifier from Cornwall College, in a time of 10.88 seconds. And we switch quickly over to the boys under 20, or rather the girls under 20. Best qualifier going in the girls under 20 100 meter finals, Tiana Lee Terrelong in a time from Edwin Allen in a time of 11.25 seconds. Shania Douglas, second best qualifier from Mushat High School in a time of 11.40 seconds. Brianna Campbell from St. Jago High, 11.44 seconds. And Sabrina Dockery from Lacovia High in a time of 11.56 seconds. And in the boys under 20 section, top 4 qualifiers going into the 100 meter finals. Kamani Gordon from Calabar High, he goes in with a time of 10.42 seconds. Javorn Dunkley from Elite Performance, also 10.42 seconds. Yuri Lawrence Clark from Kingston College, also 10.42 seconds. And Raheem Pinnock from St. Jago, 10.45 seconds. And you're probably saying, well, those times kind of sound fast. Yes, we know in Jamaica, if you in terms of the stadium, we need cool conditions. There's certain things that will bring out fast times on our track, even though, I mean, the track is now 13 years old. Yes, we got this track back in 2011, the blue track. We got it in 2011. And so this track needs a certain conditions. It needs to be cool, little wind, rainfall in the morning, some sun come out, dries out the rain, and the track becomes bouncy and produces fantastic times. So we had some fantastic times because the conditions were great for the boys last night in the under 20 100 meter qualification. And so we look forward to what will happen in terms of the finals. And of course, you'll hear these results next week on Sports Talk. So we're going to go for a break again on Sports Talk. We're going to come back with who would have qualified in some of the field events from the Carifta Games. We're going to talk about our performance in or Jamaica's performance so far at the World Indoor Championships happening in Glasgow, Scotland, as well as we're going to spend the last few minutes of the show dedicating it to Hubert Lawrence. So we'll be right back here on Sports Talk.
Come here, Lizzie. We have to leave now, but I'm so glad I can carry my Love 101 FM with me anywhere me go.
How you do that?
What do you mean? I have the Love 101 FM app on my phone, so no matter wherever support me go, I just click on the app and props, my Love 101 is right here with me on my iPhone.
But after me not have iPhone, so how me I go here?
Simply go to your Play Store on your Android phone. Search for Love 101 FM. The red app with the Love 101 logo will show up and you just download it. Even my friend in New York did I listen love the other day. Clear New York, my dear. And you know how him did I listen?
Let me guess.
Pan the Love 101 FM app.
All right then, all right. Me I go download it so I can have love with me to anywhere me go. Have you downloaded the Love 101 FM app? Take Love 101 FM with you anywhere and listen anytime via the Love 101 app. Available in your Play Store for Android phones and on your iPhone in the App Store. Love 101 FM. We are here, there, and everywhere. The family station.
Every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. on Love 101. You're invited to listen to The Revival of Truth with Bishop Augustine Odie. There is life beyond the surface, life that is divine, life that is eternal, and you can hear the truth of God's word and go deeper in purpose. Revival of Truth with Bishop Augustine Odie, Sundays 2:30 to 3 p.m. on the family station, Love 101.
As a fitness guy, I was surprised by my chronic illness diagnosis. I thought working out harder would fix it, but it wasn't enough. Now, My prescription meds are a part of my routine.
When I got my diagnosis, I really felt down and stopped spending time with the people I love. Then I decided not to let any disease get the best of me. And I'm committed to taking my meds as prescribed. On time, every time.
No hesitation. Take your medication. A message from the NHF. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Welcome back to Sports Talk right here on the family station, Love 101 FM. And if you're just joining us, I was just giving an update as it relates to some of the sprint races that took place yesterday at the Carifta Trials and some of the top 4 qualifiers in each of those finals that will come up later today. We now move on, still with the Carifta Games Trials. We now move on to some of the field events that took place yesterday evening at these trials. And of course, it would be the top 2 finishers that would gain the right to participate at the Carifta Games. Again, the Carifta Games, it comes up on Easter weekend, and that will happen in the Spice Island of Grenada. All right, in the girls under 17 shot put, top 2 finishers, Jamelia Young from Clarendon College. She threw 13.33 meters, and second was Abigail Bennett of Mulgrove High, and she threw a distance of 12.24 meters. In the girls under 20 shot put, top 2 finishers. First place, Kamika Smith of St. Jago High School through a distance of 13.63 meters. Second place, Altonique James of Excelsior High School through a distance of 13.04 meters. In the long jump for under 20 girls, Rohanna Sudlow of St. Catherine, she jumped a distance of 5.99 meters to win that competition. And in second place was Rochelle Stanley of St. Elizabeth Technical, which she jumped a distance of 5.97 meters. In the under 17 high jump for boys, that was won by Patrick Brown of St. Jago High with a distance of 1.95 meters or height of 1.95 meters. Second was Celethel Johnson of Monroe College, who jumped a height of 1.95 meters, with Brown from St. Jago winning on comeback. In the boys under 17, that was won by Javonte Smith of Monroe College with a distance of 17.85 meters. As second was Lawayne Blackwood of Clarendon College with a distance of 15.50 meters. And in the under 20 section, that was won by Jamaica College Shaquan Dunn in a distance of 18.84 meters. Second was Roger Hemmings of St. Catherine with a distance of 17.10 meters. And in boys under 17, or rather girls under 17 high jump, that was won by Xavier Bernard of Heidel Group of Schools with a height of 1.75 meters. In second was Alexia Williams of the St. Jago High School with a height of 1.60. And then rounding off the field events in terms of qualification or placing yesterday, in the boys under 20, that was won by Recoy Hunter of St. Elizabeth High or St. Elizabeth Technical with a distance of 7.47 meters. And in second was Balvin Israel from Jamaica College with a distance of 7.17 meters. And of course, as I said, the Carifta Trials that continues today, currently going on at the National Stadium, the finals of the 100 meters and 400 meters and the 1500 meters, that those will take place this afternoon. And since morning, they would have had qualification rounds in the 400 meter hurdles, and this is in the under 17 and under 20 category, as well as in the 800 meters. So if you have a chance, Carifta Trials, they're going on at National Stadium. If you have a chance, you can go ahead later this afternoon. The afternoon session is set to begin at 4:30 with the finals of the girls under 17 400 meters. So if you get a chance, you can swing by the stadium to see some of our young athletes. Most of them, if not all, will be participating in the upcoming Boys and Girls Championships, and of course, they're competing for a place to take their place at the Carifta Games coming up on the Easter weekend in Grenada. All right, so in terms of what's happening at the World Indoor Championship, so far I can say that at the World Indoor Championship, Jamaica has been able to secure 2 bronze medals from 2 very young men, and we're gonna talk about that. So far we've had performance in the shot put, long jump, 800 meters, 60-meter hurdles for men, 60 meters for men and women, and we will talk about those performances after we come from the break. So we'll talk about the World Indoor Championships, and as we close out the show, we'll give you a little bit about Mr. Hubert Lawrence. So we're gonna go for a break on Sports Talk, and when we come back, we'll come back with the action from the World Indoor Athletics Championships happening in Glasgow, Scotland.
For the best in Sunday morning gospel, nothing beats listening to Sunday Praise on Love 101 FM with me, your host, Derval Graham. You will hear today's favorites, yesterday's classics, and pretty much anything else in between. And there's plenty more besides the music, including Living Well, your Sunday morning health and wellness feature, plus opportunity for you to share your thoughts and send your dedications to family and friends. So get your day and indeed your week off to a great start. Tune in to your family station, Love 101 FM, this and every Sunday morning at 6 for Sunday Praise.
Come here, Lizzie. We have to leave now, but I'm so glad I can carry my Love 101 FM with me anywhere me go.
How you do that?
What do you mean? I have the Love 101 FM app on my phone, so no matter wherever support me go, I just click on the app and props, my Love 101 is right here with me on my iPhone.
But after me not have iPhone, so how me I go here?
Simply go to your Play Store on your Android phone. Search for Love 101 FM. The red app with the Love 101 logo will show up, and you just download it. Even my friend in New York did a listen Love the other day. Clear New York, my dear. And you know how him did a listen?
Let me guess.
On the Love 101 FM app.
All right then, all right. Me I go download it so I can have love with me to anywhere me go. Have you downloaded the Love 101 FM app? Take Love 101 FM with you anywhere and listen anytime via the Love 101 app. Available in your Play Store for Android phones and on your iPhone in the App Store. Love 101 FM. We are here, there, and everywhere. The family station.
Love 101. The Family Station.
Welcome back to Sports Talk right here on the Family Station of 101 FM. Thanks for those who have tuned in on Facebook and YouTube. Good afternoon to all those on those platforms. And of course, if you want to talk about what's going on as it relates to the World Indoor Championship happening in Glasgow, Scotland, you can send me a WhatsApp at 997 3125. All right, so we had quite a few Jamaicans in action, both men and women, yesterday. And so we'll go through those performances as well as the performances of, so day one, morning, afternoon, day two, morning, and of course the afternoon session, I would have said earlier in the show, comes up just about at 2:05 Jamaica time. All right, so yesterday in early morning action, we would have had qualification in the women's 400 meters. We had two participants in that. Sharoki Young, she did not make it past the heats. However, Stacey Ann Williams, she was able to come second in her heat, and was able to qualify for the semifinals. In the men's 400 meters, Rashid McDonald, he is the Jamaica's outdoor national record holder over 400 meters. He was able to progress out of his heat. In the women's shot put final, we were represented there by national record holder Daniel Thomas Dodd, who finished sixth in that competition. And then we had the qualification over 800 meter for women. Natoya Gould, she was able to progress to the semifinal round. In the men's 60 meters, we had Akeem Blake, and he was able to progress out of the heat of that competition as well. In the afternoon session now, in the semi-final of the men's, Akeem Blake, again, he was able to progress to the finals, and in the finals later on that day, which had been yesterday afternoon, he was able to secure bronze for Jamaica in a time of 6.46 seconds. Akeem Blake would have finished, third, and behind the American pair of Christian Coleman and Noah Lyles. Now, what is significant about Akeem Blake winning this bronze medal is that this is the first time since Usain Bolt retired from track and field that a Jamaican male senior representative is winning a world medal. Yes, first time since, and Bolt would have retired in 2017. So the first time since 2017, a Jamaican was able to secure a Jamaican male over 100 meters was able to secure an individual medal in a world race. That is significant, and we hope that will mean that Akeem Blake and the others, they will continue on this trend, so we're able to be dominant again in the men's races. All right, in the 400 meters semifinals, Stacey Ann Williams, she was unable to qualify for the finals. Had a little mishap in her race yesterday, had some shoving and pushing and stepping on the inside of the track. And if you know anything about indoors, the corners of the indoors is very tight, and so you have to be very careful. And I realized she had some difficulty as it relates to just trying to figure out what's going on. However, in the men's equivalent, Rashid McDonald, he was able to navigate his way out of his semi-final and qualified for the finals, and that final will come up later this afternoon at the championships. In the 800 meters, Natoya Goul was unable, and actually that took place this morning. So we'll go to day 2. So yesterday was day 1. Jamaica ended with a bronze medal. Again, congratulations to Akeem Blake. And we hope that this will be the platform for him, or the foundation for him, as he prepares for the big Paris Olympics. All right. In day 2, morning session, so that was this morning, and that would have started at 5 a.m. Jamaica time. First up was the men's long jump. We were represented by Kerry McLeod and Tajay. Right. We were represented by Kerry McLeod and Tajay, who was able to, Tajay had some issues with his run up this morning. I'm not sure if it's because it's indoor, and he's probably, was one of the tallest in the field. He definitely had issues with his long run up this morning, and he was able to finish 6th in the competition. However, Kerry McLeod was able to finish 3rd. With a jump of 8.21 meters. And just so you know how close he was to winning that competition, Kerry McLeod in the 5th round jumped 8.21 meters. The event was won by Tengtonglu of Greece. He finished on 8.22 meters, and he finished just ahead of the Italian. He also jumped 8.22 meters. So really and truly, Kerry McLeod, he lost the gold medal, or didn't secure the gold medal by just 1 centimeters, right? So it's good to see Kerry McLeod back on the international scene. Last year, Jamaica would have finished 2nd, 3rd, 4th. McLeod finishing out of the medals last year at the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary. And so it was good to see him secure his first international medal over long jump. And we want to say congratulations to Kerry, and we look forward to what he will do for the rest of the season. Many persons also will remember Kerry from last year World Championships, where he did have a mishap in the men's long jump finals and did what we call the Superman jump. He almost landed pretty much on his neck last year. So it was good to see him competing again, and of course securing the bronze medal, which I know means a lot to him in these championships, and of course again will be the platform which he builds his season on as he looks further ahead this year to the Paris Olympics. All right, we also had qualification this morning in the women's 100 meters. Brianna Williams, she came 2nd in her heat, behind the leading competitor, or one of the leading competitors for the 60 meter, Swambo. Also, we saw the lights of Julian Alfred from St. Lucia. She also ran a time of 7.02 seconds to qualify for the semifinals of the 60 meters, as well as Shashali Forbes, the other Jamaican representative, was able to also qualify for the women's 60 meters semifinals, and that semifinal will come up today at 2:45 Jamaica time. In the women's 800 meter semifinal, this morning would have been Natalia Gould's probably 2nd race over 800 meters, and she was unable to qualify, actually finishing last in her semifinal. But we know it's still early season for some of our athletes, and so we look forward to the times that she will produce for the rest of this season, and that's Natoya Gold in the 800 meters. So, coming up later on, as I said, would be the 60-meter semifinals. We'll have Brianna Williams and Shasha Forbes in that. In the 400 meters final for men, we will have Rasheen McDonald in that. So there is some Jamaica representative this afternoon, Jamaica time, with the World Indoor Championships, and of course, again happening in Glasgow, Scotland. And of course, as we close out this show this afternoon, I want to talk about the shocking news that we would have received last week in preparations for the Gibson Relays, which happened last week. In preparation for that event, we were greeted with the news that Jamaica lost, the world lost one of, in my estimation, the greatest track and field analysts. Yes, and it came as a shocker because we know, and for those who don't know, I'm talking about Hubert Lawrence. Hubert was preparing to do commentary at the Gibson McCook release last week, Saturday. And news broke in the wee hours of Saturday morning, just before he was supposed to go on. Well, would have gone on later in the day for commentary, that he passed suddenly. And so I thought about how I was gonna do this segment, and I thought about all the interactions I would have had with Hubert over the years, and just recently a conversation we had, and I just thought that I'd just dedicate the last few minutes of this show to him, just talking about his work, and just his life, and how he was able to get or study the sports of athletics. I mean, in his, he would have played table tennis, attended St. Jago High School, played table tennis, but in the sporting world, or in the analyst arena, known as the track and field encyclopedia, I could tell you there is no local athlete that Hubert did not know about. Let's talk about Jamaica. There's no local athletes, but there's no international athlete that Hubert did not know about. He took his job as a track and field analyst very, very serious. And we have lost a great one, because Hubert, a lot of times, have been the point person. If you want to check the facts on something, on a time, on an athlete, on a performance, the first person we run to is Hubert Lawrence. Anything we want to verify as it relates to whether local or international track and field, it's Hubert that we run to. And, we just want to say our condolences to his family. You have suffered a loss, and in the sporting arena, we have suffered a loss. And I hope that through our works, as myself as analyst and other analysts out there, through our work, that we will be able to continue to honor Hubert's memory, and continue to try to draw on some of his work that he would have done over the years. Hubert has been tracking track and field for like 1988. That was like before I was born. So he was in it for a long time. He did fantastic work, great work in track and field. And we just want to, applaud his work and continue to applaud his work. Of course, he would have been instrumental in books that would have been written in terms of our 2012 track and field journey and onwards. So, we want to say hats off to Hubert, and the great work you would have done, and hoping that we will be able to, I'm sure, not find another Hubert, but be able to, have things done in his memory as it relates to the track and field world, at least in Jamaica and of course in the world. And of course, losing him in an Olympic year, very, very sad. We're very, very saddened by it. And yeah, yeah, yeah. It's on that note that I'd like to end this afternoon. Well done, job well done, Hubert, and we salute you and continue to remember you in all that we do as it relates to track and field in Jamaica. Yeah. So that's it for the show this week. Thank you so much for tuning to Sports Talk. We do this every Saturday between the hours of 1 to 2 p.m. right here on the family station, Love 101 FM. Do enjoy the rest of your afternoon.